All right, we are live. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I'm Monique Carlisle, your business optimization and automation specialist here at Midas Web. And every day we come on Monday through Thursday at 12 noon Central to bring you business tips, tricks, strategies, things that you can implement immediately to make a difference in your business. We then take that strategy and we fulfill it with AI. So we use a variety of AI tools from ChatGPT to Perplexity AI and so forth to fulfill those strategies and take some much needed research and development time off our plates. Then we take that awesome strategy and we implement it within our automation system. So here at Midas Web, we do use the high level system. We are resellers of it and would love to share it with you as well. So we'll jump into that system in just a little bit. Today, we are talking about mistakes. Oops, did something wrong. Now it happens. We're human, right? And we hope and pray that our clients see that and have some grace and have some compassion and empathy towards whatever it is that's going on in our busy business owners' lives, right? But when you send out wrong information, whether it's the wrong date, wrong time, wrong location, or you send it to the wrong person, or you say, you mix up the conversation and you're trying to create a connection and you mention a soccer game that they didn't talk to you about. And they're like, huh? It can get confusing. I've done this a few times. It happens. So this is a very vulnerable live today. I'm going to tell you, I make mistakes. I have sent out messages that are addressed to the wrong person. I have had the wrong date and time on emails. I have done a couple of things incorrectly, and I've learned from them. So that's what I'm bringing you today. But why do we care about our mistakes? Why should we even talk about this today? Well, your reputation is based on how others perceive you. And unfortunately, in today's society, perfection is perceived as a better business owner, better systems, better processes, a better way to go. We do this in our entire life. We go to get fast food from our favorite place, and they mix up our order. It puts a bad taste in our mouth. If we go and someone says they've advertised something and we go to get it from that store and they're sold out, or it's a different price, or maybe it was a specific location only and we went to the wrong location, puts a bad taste in our mouth. So it just creates that negative feel around the business. So we want to avoid that. As I've said, it happens. So we want to have grace on ourselves. That's very, very important, that we don't sit there beating ourselves up for days upon days about something we've done wrong. Fix it fast, and move on. Heard a great commencement speech from a tennis player, and it said, he was talking about how, yes, he's top, tennis player. He's won all these awards, all these championships, and so on and so forth, because he's won most games. But if you look at the points that were given in those games, he only walked away with about 53, 54% of the points. Yes, that was enough to win, but that meant that 50% of the time he was missing. So what he brought to the table at that commencement speech was that every shot he took, every attempt he did to hit the ball, it was in that moment only, and then it was gone. And he didn't dwell on a shot he missed or a shot he made. He didn't dwell on that. That's for post-reflection. He's in the moment, handling the situation shot by shot, and he gets it right 54% of the time. Therefore, he wins. So that's a little message, a little bit of encouragement that we don't make every shot. We don't want 50% errors. Do not misunderstand me. But we don't make every shot. And so we want to deal with it quickly, and then move on. There's no point in beating ourselves up. It brings our energy down. It brings our mindset down. It demotivates us from trying again. So let it go. So we are talking about that today. And we're actually not going to be using AI to do any of this research because I want to show you some really cool shortcuts in the high level system that I have implemented to reduce my error rate. So I'm going to jump in and show you a couple of really cool things, and then we'll move forward. I forgot to mention, every day that we come on live at 12:30, we go into our open office hours, which is public, available for you. The link is in the chat below. So click on that and get registered, get that Zoom link, because we can talk about anything from business tips and strategies, implementation, AI. If you're using the high level system, happy to answer questions and help you build your automation system with your platform. So click the link below and head on over. I'll be there about 12:30. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump right into the high level system. Here we go. All right, so we are in our sandbox again today, and we are talking about correcting mistakes. So we're going to jump into just any workflow because I want to show you something called custom fields or custom values. I apologize, custom values. And what these do is they help preload information for you. I want to put this in an email because I can show you more under an email. And so you don't have to think it through. So I'm going to go through just a few of the most important ones in my opinion, but there are a ton. So this little tag right here is custom values. You're going to see it in a lot of different places. So it actually appears here in the subject line. It appears here in the email, here in the from name, and a lot of different places. When you click on custom values, you have some categories to pick from. The most common ones that I use are contact, user, and appointment. So let's go through those very briefly. So contact, this is all of the contacts information, the client, the consumer, the person you are reaching out to. So you can have their full name, parts of their name, email, phone, address, all of these pieces in the custom values. And when you click any of these, it will put in these brackets. Now, it's very important. Do not delete these header brackets here or the footer brackets because it will change the way that it functions and it'll break it. You'll also notice that your custom values for contact includes custom fields. So if you've created a custom field, maybe where you met them or the type of product they subscribed to, those are all custom fields. When you click on that, you will have a list of every contact custom value field that you've created. So now you can choose whatever's in initial contact type, networking, business, expo, type of product they purchased. You can just pick the one you want. We've done this in previous Zooms, previous lives where we did the make and model of the car that they were offering for repair, that they were asking a quote on. But you can create these. And again, they are completely customizable. These are just samples and you would build them in your forms and collect that information from them. My next favorite use for custom values is the user. Now the user is you, the employee assigned to this client. If there's no employee assigned, this will be blank, not a problem. But if you do want it signed by their representative, the contact person that's communicating to them, then you can use these user custom values. They work the same way. And what's cool is you can even embed their personal signature. So that signature block over in there, my profile, will be embedded if you choose this custom value. So let's just say their full name. And so again, we have the brackets, so don't change those. And then you have that. The next one that I really like is appointment. So appointment is start date time. or if you just want the date or the time, those kinds of things based on your message. You have your cancellation, reschedule links, the location. All of this is pre-filled at the appointment time. And here's what's really cool about this custom value. This appointment start date time is based on the event date and time. That's important to remember because event date and time can be set. Oh, it wants me to put in a subject. Custom values. The appointment date and time is based on the event. Now, the event can be the appointment, but it can also be an action. So when you set up, say you're having a big expo or a grand opening or a special event and everybody's getting to know, or you're doing a paid event and this is the reminder link, we can use set event start date and choose a specific date and time somewhere in the future, probably not August 15th, that's not in the future, and then save action. Now this start date and time, September 19th at 12 a.m., which is midnight, so you might want to change that. This date and time is what is used for this appointment time. Now, why is this important? Why am I focusing on this? Because this is a mistake that I have made in the past. I was filling out, thank you for registering. Here's your appointment information. These were for events, what we were doing for workshops. And I would type in September 9th, 2024 at 9 a.m., right? And so what happened in my situation, again, this is a vulnerable live today, is I changed the event start date here because it got rescheduled or we had another one coming up later, whatever the reason. I changed the event start date, but I forgot to change the email. And because I typed this in manually, it's not going to update itself. What I should have done and do now is use this as a custom value. So now when I update the event start time, this is automatically updated and I don't have to do that. I don't have to remember to put it in properly. So very, very powerful to use for your expos, events, big things coming up, things that they're registering for. I'll talk about one more very quickly, and that's the account. That is the business's information. Who's holding your business sub-account? The name of the business, the address of the business, so on and so forth. So make sure that you are using the right one, especially when it comes to contact and user. Remember, contact is their information. User is your information. I've mixed those up before, so be very careful. All right, what's another great way that we can save our time? And that's with creating custom values. So everything we've looked at so far is pre-built in the system. So all of these we've created, they were either here natively, like the contact information, or we've created them as a custom field using a form. Okay, but what if you have a custom value you need that's not a form, that you don't need to collect the information on? Common use cases is flyers, logos, things like that for your business. Especially if you're using the snapshot for multiple businesses and you want to be able to transfer the information without transferring the logo, your proprietary logo, right? We're going to do that and create our own custom value. So click on settings. Scroll down till you see custom values. So custom fields is the forms. So when you're creating your forms and you're doing intake information, custom fields is where you would find that form information. Custom values are not pre-made. So you're going to make one. And let's say, for example, we have a workshop And we're going to do this workshop once a month, or an open house, or a fourth of the weekend kid special, whatever you're going to do. We're going to add a new custom value, and we're going to call this, let's call it the event flyer. Keep it neutral. And we're going to leave this value blank for right now. We don't have any folders, but you can create that to customize it. Oops. Did not mean to click off. 1 second, let my internet catch up with me. All right, let me refresh the screen. Come on, come on. All right, so while we're waiting for this to load, I'm going to tell you another really interesting story. I'm on a different computer today. So that is why we're having a little bit of slowness. This is not my normal computer. And the reason is my computer decided to not turn on Saturday morning. And this is another quick note for all you business owners, especially if you're doing events and presentations outside your home. Check your equipment, because I turned on my computer on Saturday morning. I had an event in just a few hours and it did not turn on. And if I had gotten to that event without a working computer, things would have been bad very quickly, because it was over an hour away from home. So not a good thing. All right. So what do we do with this? This custom values, this could be the event flyer, event date. If that date changes, we could even do another one for event date. And I'll show you how all these work together. You could use this for your logos, for a lot of different things. There's so many things you could create this for. But the concept is that I want one place to put my information and have it appear everywhere that's appropriate. So the most common way that I've seen event flyers and dates used is in a website. So I'm actually going to duplicate this so that I can come back here and show you both. All right, so let's come over to sites. Come on. Appreciate your patience as we load. And let's just say it's a nail flyer that we're doing, maybe a mommy-daughter morning session, on the third Saturday of every week, month, so on. And we're going to upload this flyer. All right, the first thing we need to do, if it'll let me have 3 tabs open. Okay, so we're going to go into edit the site. And I'm coming back to this tab because one of them I need to hold my custom value. And one of them is going to help me get the custom value, the value for the custom value. All right, so this is the one that's on the custom values. So I'm going to copy this piece right here. So I'm going to copy the flyer, and this value is going to be the URL to the image. So the flyer is going to go, I want to make sure that it gets copied. Okay, it copied. So I'm going to go into my website. I don't know why it did that. I demand a lot from my technology, as you can see, and I'm not super patient. All right, there we go. And then we need to go into our media storage in order to get the URL. So I'm going to show you that. I'm just waiting for everything to load. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Come on. So this is the site page builder that I'm trying to load, and the custom values is already loaded. And so we're going to the media storage here. Those are the pieces you need. All right, we're going to click go back. And right around the bottom is going to be your media storage. Wow, this is really slow. Okay, I'm going to close this one. Try to open up some bandwidth. I like using multiple tabs because it helps me navigate from one to another. But again, I'm not on my computer today, so this is not working as usual. It's still waiting to load the site. All right, so media storage is over here. We're going to need to grab the URL of the image that we want to use. So say this Labrador is my image or my flyer. Click these three dots and you'll click Get Link, and that will copy it to your clipboard. So if you're doing this copying to the clipboard, you might not be able to hold more than one on your clipboard at a time. I know some computers do that very well. We have the image URL. We're going to go back to settings and back to custom values. And we're going to load that custom value into the event flyer. So edit, and then I'm going to paste that value in. So every week or every month, whenever the event refreshes, I would need to come in and update the flyer here. All right, let's copy that and see if our website is ready. Even this, there we go. All right, so this is the image of, say, the flyer that you're doing. I'm going to click on getting a new image in there. Image being right here. And now we're going to put the custom URL, that custom value, this piece right here. We're going to actually put it in the image URL. So we're pasting this in right here. I'm going to click save. You'll see it's already populated. So all I have to do is change what appears here, and the website will be automatically updated. This is great if you have an events page that lists everything, and then you have specific funnel pages that need the same flyer, the same information. You would do the same thing for event date. So again, you need to put something here, but once you do, you would just put that into a text. Let's say here's the event name or event date, and then it will pre-populate with whatever you've put into this space here. So we're going to wrap up now. I appreciate your patience with my very slow internet, and I hope that was helpful in helping you cut down on your own errors and make sure the right information is going to the right people every single time. So if we can support you in your business, please do join us in open office hours immediately following this live. Click the link below to get that Zoom and head over there, ask your questions, let's strategize, soundboard, and grow your business. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all have a great day.